Hello. Hi and welcome to a new video. I'm Susanne from Susie's Journal Adventure, and today I want to work in my art journal, and I thought, why not take you with me and show you my creative process. So I have quite a lot of pages blank here still in this art journal. I really love this one that I already created, or this spread here. This is a really, messy one that I made, I think last week. And here I collaged with my jelly prints. I have a video where I show you the process. I will of course link the video down for you in the description box so you can check it out if you like. And I think for today I want to work on this spread just because I already have a starting point here. I just glued a piece of paper that I had left onto the journal page, and so I think this is for me much more easier to start working on the spread compared to if the spread would be completely white. And I already have this sewing here. That's from this page, and I sewed completely through the paper, so this gives a nice texture as well. I have these paper scraps here on my desk from another project, so I just want to start off by gluing these down. I'm using my matte gel medium by Liquitex. And to be honest, as always, I don't have a plan about how this spread shall look like in the end. And I even don't have a plan which colors I want to use, or with which color palette I want to work. I just go with the flow and work step by step. So, as you can imagine, I'm working really intuitively. And for me, that's exactly the power of art journaling. I still have some red paint here on my brush from another project. I'm working on a Christmas journal at the moment. And starting off by gluing down some pieces of paper means you already have a great texture as a background on your journal page. So for the next step, I want to do some, faux handwriting or scribbling. Let's see what I have in my pouch here. You know, at this stage, I only want to decide if I want to use water-soluble pencils or pencils that are not water-soluble. I just, let's not overthink it. I just want to have something on the page. So I'm using my Stabilo All. This is water-soluble. And I'm just going over and do some faux handwriting. Okay, that's enough. Let's do some marks. This is another Stabilo pencil, and this is not the Stabilo All, but this is Aquacolor. So this is also water soluble. So if I now add some other medium that has water in it, I will probably have some of these inks reactivated, or some of the pigments of these pencils reactivated. So this gives a nice, interesting effect. Okay, for the next step, I think I want to add, let me grab this box here. I want to add some of my neocolor too. They are also water soluble. And I want to have some brighter colors here. How about this yellow? Oops. It is broken now. Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm grabbing a brush and I'm going over this a little bit here and there to activate the pigments. And as you can see, the black pigment from the Stabilo All also gets, activated. This is obviously the ugly stage of the artwork. But the only goal at the moment is to get some kind of a background. As you can see, you have a lot of pigments with the Stabilo All, so I can add some splatters with the pigments that I have on the brush. Okay, I think this looks pretty interesting. And now I am going to dry this with my heat tool. This is completely dry now, and to be honest, I really love it. This is a great watercolor effect that you can see here by, activating the pigments of these pencils. This is gorgeous, and I actually love the color palette at the moment. So I'm trying to stick to this kind of theme, And I have this acrylic color here that I think goes really well with the paper scrap that is already glued on here. And I want to spread some of this paint on the paper. And I love using silicone tools, either these silicone brushes here or this silicone tool. I'm directly applying some on this thingy here. This is a really thin layer. And maybe I don't even want to have every portion here covered. Maybe I want to keep some of the white spots here. I don't know yet. I think that's enough already. How about this green? What do we think? No. No. No, that's not what I want to go with. I have this titanium buff light, and I think, yeah, let's spread some of this on the page. Okay, I'm not loving this part here. So I'm applying a kind of a thicker layer. So as you can see, I'm having it really thick compared to the, you know, pink one that I applied before. And that way I'm bringing, you know, the layer and this paper scrap more to the background, of course, because I'm covering up a good amount of this. Okay, that's enough. And of course now I'm going to dry this, and this takes a few minutes, I guess, so I'll be right back. Okay, I dried it completely to go on with the next layer. And I think I'm already loving the texture and all the layers here. So I want to add another, you know, medium. And this is, you know, some tissue paper that where I made some marks on it with some really thin acrylic paint. And I have this tissue paper here that I jelly printed. I have a video about how I made this. I will of course link the video for you down below as well. And what I love about adding tissue paper to your journal spread is that it is going to dry really transparent. So in the end you will only be able to see the black paint, but not the paper. So I'm going to show you that. So I'm using my matte gel again. This is perfect for gluing down the tissue paper because it is not shiny in the end. I mean, it is matte. You have to keep in mind if you go over, oh, here you can see the acrylic paint is not dry completely. You have to keep in mind if you go over your Stabilo all with your matte gel, you will of course activate the black ink again, or the black pigments again. So if you don't want that, be careful. So for example here, if I would go over here, over this mark here, I would have the black pigment on my brush, and if I then go over the tissue paper, this is obviously going to be black. I will dry this. Okay, this is completely dry now, and as you can see, the tissue paper perfectly blends into the background and into the other layers, and I really love this effect. Yeah, that way you can easily add marks wherever you like, and you don't have issues with, you know, stamping on a surface that is not, you know, even or something like that. I really love this, and it adds extra texture. So as I love this yellow here, I want to add some more yellow, and I have this Distress Oxide spray in Squeezed Lemonade. I have a little bit of water here in this thingy, and I'm just dripping it here onto the paint. I mean, as you can see, the water is not clean anymore, but to be honest, I don't care. I mean, this is a messy process, so that's okay for me. I think I like it. So let's dry this again. Okay, everything is dry, and as you can see, the spray stain that I added here just gives some kind of a, you know, frosty vibe here, and it brings everything a little bit more to the background and, you know, connects the layers, I have the feeling. So I think the background is finished. I don't want to add anything more at this stage. So let's go over to finding a focal point. And I have this box here in which I store cut out pieces from magazines and found words. So I'm going to search for something that fits this color palette. Or to be honest, it doesn't have to fit the color palette. It can, of course, be something with a contrast. You know, these men here would work. Oh, this guy would also be great. I mean, this is a totally contrasting color, of course, but that's exactly what I like. How about the cherries? No. How about the pear here? I love it actually. Oh, she's great here. I mean, you don't have to put anything in the right position, obviously. How about this one here? Oh, I love these two as well. Here is another one of this woman. Well, I don't want to have her here on the left side because she looks in this direction. So I think she has to be here somewhere. I actually don't like her watching in this direction. I would love it more if she would look, you know, to the right side. I don't know, but I like the pear. I actually like it. But we still have to look for something that she is looking towards, you know. So let's search for found words, I guess. And I have this envelope here where I store the ones that I cut out from magazines. Feel good today. I actually would love something bold in black. I love this one here. It says everything. Yes, I think she deserves something that also says bam, you know what I mean? What do we think about this? I think I love it. I mean, she's looking to this in this direction, and it seems like she's looking at something that is really, really far away. And I think this word here, alles, everything, fits perfect to her side, you know. How about if we glue this down like so? And if we would add some sewing here as well, maybe with a yellow thread, I think I would really love this. So I will at first glue the pear down and the woman. So we have this leftover piece from her body. And maybe we can add it here as an element that connects this page with this here. And I think I will do this like so. So I will glue this down now. I'm using my art glitter glue now because I have the feeling this sticks better, because I have a lot of mediums here, and yeah, it feels better using this glue instead of the Collage medium. Okay, and now finally I think I will add some sewing with this neon yellow thread. It goes really perfect with the yellow here. And yeah, I will take this to my sewing machine and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see here, I added some messy stitching here with my sewing machine. A wonky straight stitch and a zigzag stitch. And I really love this. I think I'm nearly finished. I only want to add some thread as well on this side of the spread. But because I have this collage here on the back, I didn't want to sew over the page. I mean, here I don't have anything yet here on this side of the paper. So that's okay for me. I can later on still do anything on this side. But here I didn't want to stitch through the page. So I think I try to lift her a little bit. And I hope I don't tear her. I mean, this sticks already pretty well. And I'm trying to add some of the thread here underneath this collage piece. I'm using my art glitter glue again. And I really hope that this will stick. I mean, I can still cut off some of the thread here. And what I can also do is just apply some of the collage medium on top of the thread. Yes. So I think this spread is finished. What do you think? So I didn't envision at all what I would have in my hands in the end of this video and of this creative process, but I really, really love it. And I hope you feel inspired too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching again or for watching for the first time if you're new on my channel. And I hope I can see you soon in my next video. Bye!